Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Honorable Chairperson Professor Arshi Khan sir, and other dignitaries on the dais. I'm very thankful to the Institute of Objective Studies who have given me a chance to be a part of this two-day online international conference on Professor AbdulHamid Ahmad AbuSulayman on his personality, intellectual and scholastic uh, contribution. Now, my paper, the title of my paper is Professor AbdulHamid Ahmad AbuSulayman, A Visionary Legacy in Islamic Thought and Scholarly Reform. This paper discusses his personality, intellectual legacy, and the enduring relevance of his work in fostering a progressive and contextually relevant Islamic scholarship, which continues to inspire and guide efforts in global Islamic reform. His dynamic personality. He was known for his inspiring, thoughtful, and reform minded personality. He was a man of deep faith and conviction, driven by a genuine passion for improving Muslim societies and bridging Islamic principles with the realities of modern life. His personality reflected an exceptional blend of humility, compassion, and intellectual rigor, making him highly respected among students, colleagues, and peers. As a creative writer and thinker, he was dedicated to modernizing Islamic scholarships and bridging the gap between Islamic principles and contemporary societal needs. His incredible personality, intellectual legacy, and educational contributions made him an integrated mind par excellence. Now, if we talk about his intellectual legacy, Professor AbdulHamid Ahmad AbuSulayman left a profound intellectual legacy that shaped contemporary Islamic thought, particularly in the areas of Islamic education, social sciences, law, and reformist approaches to Islamic governance. His work sought to harmonize Islamic principles with the needs and complexities of modern society, advocating for an Islamic worldwide that embraces critical thinking, social responsibility, and justice. His work in fostering a progressive Islamic scholarship and its lasting impact on the global reform efforts. This is the main part of my research on which I focus. Professor AbdulHamid AbuSulayman's work holds enduring relevance in fostering a progressive and context-relevant Islamic scholarship that continues to inspire and shape efforts in global Islamic reform. His scholarship laid the groundwork for an approach to Islam that is not only rooted in the faith's core principle, but also dynamically responsive to contemporary challenges by addressing critical areas such as education, social sciences, governance, and interfaith dialogue. AbuSulayman's contributions remain essential to modern Islamic thought, offering a vision of Islam that prioritizes social justice, ethical governance, and intellectual engagements. These are the points on which he supported and emphasized most. The first one is emphasized the need for tajdeed as a foundation for Islamic thought. He says the Ummah will not be able to progress to take its proper place among nations unless higher education is revitalized and reformed, and the blights that have dominated it are removed. This is a quote from one of his works. He advocated for a comprehensive approach to interpreting Islamic texts that move beyond rigid literalist readings. His work encouraged Muslim scholars and communities to pursue ijtihad to address modern challenges. This principle of dynamic interpretation remains highly relevant as it empowers contemporary Islamic scholars to address current social, economic, and political issues through a well rounded Islamic lenses. He strongly supported integrating modern scientific knowledge and methodologies with Islamic ethics. His work encouraged Islamic scholars to engage with contemporary scientific and technological advancements without compromising Islamic principles. By advocating for an Islamic epistemology that embraces both reason and revelation, AbuSulayman laid a framework for an Islamic modernity that values scientific inquiry while grounding itself in Islamic ethics. This dual emphasis appeals to those pursuing an Islamically informed yet progressive approach to modern life, especially in fields such as education, economics, and governance. He focused on human-centric approach to Islamic law and governance remains influential. He argued that Islamic governance should prioritize justice, human welfare, and the ethical development of society. He believed that the core purpose of Islamic law, which is Sharia, is to promote human dignity, justice, and compassion rather than mere legalistic enforcement. This perspective has inspired contemporary Islamic reform movements to focus on human rights, social justice, and the empowerment of marginalized communities, making his ideas particularly relevant in today's global discourse on human rights within Islamic contexts. Abu Sulaiman's work consistently advocated for peace and reconciliation as essential Islamic values. He believed that Muslims should act as agents of peace and understanding, both within Muslim societies as well as in relations with non Muslims. His emphasis on peaceful engagements and his opposition to extremism have had a lasting impact on efforts to counter radical ideologies within the Muslim world. By promoting an Islam that prioritizes compassion, tolerance, and peaceful coexistence. His work affords a vital attitude to the narratives of violence and conflict that sometimes overshadow Islamic discourse. He stressed the importance of educational reform to produce scholars capable of engaging critically with both Islamic and secular knowledge system. His contributions to Islamic education reform, especially in curriculum development, encourage a balanced worldview that integrates Islamic values with global knowledge. In his brief work, Revitalizing Higher Education in the Muslim World, a case study of the International Islamic University Malaysia, which he wrote in 2007, Abu Sulaiman explained clearly how reforming higher education is paramount to the whole process of civilizational renewal of the Ummah. He says reformers are right when they mobilize themselves to improve education, regarding it as one of the most important and the strongest building blocks of a nation. So it nurturing scholars, mujtahidis, and qualified scholars, researchers in all disciplines, especially the revealed knowledge and human and social sciences that make a difference in producing and disseminating and applying Islamic expertise and solutions to current situations of the Islamic world. His approach remains critical today as Muslim communities strive to develop educational models that resonate with Islamic identity while preparing students for global citizenship. Now, coming to the conclusion, I would say that Professor Abu Sulaiman is portrayed as a thinker who sought to bridge classical Islamic principles with the need of the modern world. His work emphasized addressing contemporary challenges with a significant understanding of historical contexts, offering solutions that respected both the timeless wisdom of Islam and the realities of present day society. Now, if anybody would go for further research, because he is a dynamic personality in the world on whom the first step has been taken by the Institute of Objective Studies, that they have organized such a seminar for 2 days on his personality, intellectual legacy, and all other works. So all the works, most of the works of AbuSulayman are published by the International Institute of Islamic Thought, um, an organization he was actively involved with, which supports Islamic scholarship and academic research as well. So once again, I would like to thank the organizers to give me an opportunity to be part of this seminar. Thanks once again.
Thank you very much, Dr. Abroo, for making your presentation.